Do you know how Solex carburetors can produce more power than Weber's can? A couple people in the comments asked me, what is all this stuff up here? Well, to explain that, these are Solex carburetors. Solex carburetors was the original carburetor design for the 911 engine. And to explain them, start with the relay board over here, and there's a Bendix electric fuel pump that basically takes fuel from the tank up into the engine compartment and feeds this fuel rail that goes to each carburetor into a float bowl right here. Yeah, float bowl outside of the carburetors. Then goes down the bottom here. Tube goes to these twin Pierberg mechanical pumps. Mechanical pumps are powered by a wobble nut on the camshaft, and they're speed sensitive, so the faster you rev the engine, the more fuel they flow. The mechanical pump brings the fuel up to the carburetor to this input, and it goes through a jet set, and whatever the engine demands through vacuum, it uses that fuel. Whatever fuel isn't used goes out the carburetor back through this little thing called the spill tube. The spill tube goes into the manifold, which has these passages here that go back into the float bowl. Unused fuel just keeps recirculating through the system until the engine needs it. Now, what is the advantage of this type of system? Well, in hard cornering, you never get fuel starvation. In a Weber, the float bowls can slosh fuel around and you get fuel starvation if you're in a hard corner. These do not, as long as you have fuel pressure. The other advantage of these carburetors, they're designed specifically for the 911 engine. So you can see each carburetor is over each cylinder, which means equal length intake runners. In Weber carburetors, on the other hand, were designed originally for a Lancia V6. So they're not the exact same size as the 911 cylinder head spacing. So the outside runners are longer than the center runner, which makes them less efficient. And that is how the Solex carburetors can produce more power than Weber's can.